Do you remember the plan?
Nope. But how will we know if the plan works?
We'll still be alive.
And we're back. This time we're doing things a little differently though. We have been playing Double Up for quite a while and we started to notice that no one really does anything with assist armories, and even when we were coming up with the concept of this video and doing some research, finding the pictures for these assist armories themselves was also a tall task. Today we are just going to be going through what we think are the best and the worst assist armories to send your partner in Double Up.
Yeah, so we're first going to start with the stage 3 assist armories, and then we're going to do the stage 5. So how this is going to work is I'm going to count down by 3, 2, 1, and at the same time we're going to say what we ranked it as. Then we're going to explain why we ranked that item at that rank. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so for 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1.
C.
A. C.
Yeah, okay, this one, I didn't know we were going to be so different from the jump.
Okay, so do you want to start?
Sure, I can start. So personally, the reason that I put it as C tier is there are a lot of times when we're playing Double Up where we either need a specific unit or a specific component that will translate into a really strong stage 4 board, and stage 4 we can take so much damage if we don't have the right board. So sometimes the perfect 4 and 4, you know, you're trying to play emissaries and it happens to give you the Garen that you're missing, or sometimes you need a component to make a spatula and Completed Anvil comes in super clutch. Personally, I don't really value 2-3 costs too highly. Most of the time that I get this assist armory sent to me, I am just selling it for 6 gold. 6 gold is great in certain circumstances, and sometimes I'm rerolling 3 costs, but I tend to not really look toward the 2-3 cost champions because I just don't feel like it translates too well into stage 4.
Okay, well I picked A tier because so stage 3 armories are 3, 5, and 3, 6. Around there you're about to go for your, if you're doing fast 8, you're going for your fast 8 boards, you're leveling for 4 costs. I was looking at the 3 costs to help stabilize you a little bit more. Also, when you're re-rolling around the end of stage 3, you should have hit majority of your re-roll units. For if you're doing 1 cost and 2 costs, the 3 costs could help stabilize you. But again, sometimes you just sell the units for gold. Compared to other stuff, I definitely kept it A tier.
Yeah.
I say A tier, you say C tier.
I mean, I'm down to meet somewhere in the middle. We just
Okay,
put
so
it
you
in
want
B
to put
tier.
B tier? Okay,
Yeah,
we could do
because
B
I do
tier.
think situationally it can definitely work.
Yeah.
It can help make you a little stronger as well without breaking the bank for your partner. I'm down for that one.
Next one is 3 tier 2. 3, 2, 1. C
tier, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. like I put it there because again, around like we don't really have to explain it too much since we both said C. Being that it's stage 3, I don't really want too many 2 costs, especially because sometimes if I'm rerolling, I don't have bench space. So sending me 3 extra units sometimes, unless I'm going for a 2 cost, it's like nah.
Yeah, I have a very similar outlook as to what I was saying for the 2-3 costs. Personally, the only reason I don't put it in D tier is because sometimes we are either super broke or we need to make eco to level for the next round. So that makes these a little bit more cost effective, especially if it can help someone hit their very last unit or if it gives them the 6 gold they need to do something next round. But again, I don't really care too much for these free options here, so that's definitely my take on these, and I'm kind of glad that we agree on C tier for that one.
Yeah. Next is Training Dummy. 3, 2, 1. D
tier.
Yeah. Training Dummy is kind of useless. Like this set, they added some more augments that kind of like help it, but I don't think, I mean the past few sets, I don't think I would ever take a Training Dummy unless it was augment related.
Yeah, and we can pull up some of the augments that we're referring to on screen just to show what we mean, but the use case for Training Dummy is so narrow and so situational. You either want it for the gold that you can get from perpetually keeping dummies in the back and just having it farm gold for you, or if you have scapegoat, you can try to kill I don't even know if it works for 2 dummies if they die first. It might only work for the first dummy, so genuinely dummy just never feels worth it. It's one is it the exact same amount actually? Yeah, it's 1 gold short of a component, and or 4 and 4, and both of those can help stabilize you so much more than a random, I don't even know how much health it is, like 400 or 500 dummy could. So yeah, definitely agreed on the D tier for that one.
So next is Completed Anvil. 3, 2, 1. B
A.
tier.
So hear me out.
Okay, I'm hearing.
The only reason that because I originally wanted to go with B actually, but the only reason I wanted to go with A is I feel like Component Anvil is very cost effective for what it's giving you. Yes, a lot of the times you can completely miss the item you need. You can get your fourth cloak of the game, or like your seventh belt. It can be very unlucky. But for only spending 5 gold and giving your partner options to either finish a completed item, finish a spat, anything remotely helpful for your partner stage 3, I feel like this is one of the more cost effective items. That's why I rated it a little higher. But again, very, very close to putting that one in B tier when I was first doing this. Just raised it a little bit because it's on the cheaper side.
Yeah, I put it at high B tier because in stage 3, I feel like I would need something a little bit more powerful. I don't think it would keep up with the lobby. Of course, it's like, okay, it's half an item and it might complete an item that I really need, but there are other things I'd rather have than that.
Yeah, and you might have an augment that is already giving you components like buried treasure.
Yeah, but if I'm playing something like scrap, I might want extra components and everything like that. But it's so gameplay specific in terms of like where you would really put it on the tier list for just generalizing. I'd put it as B tier.
Okay. I'm fine with putting it at B tier because that was actually what I was looking at initially, and I just raised it a little bit, but
We could put it high B tier.
Yeah, I think I would definitely put it higher than 2-3 cost because that one is very much at the bottom of B tier personally.
Yeah. Borderline C tier. Next we have 4 cost champion and 4 gold.
4 and 4, my favorite.
Yeah, 4 and 4. Okay, 3, 2, 1, S.
A. So, like I kind of just said really quick, 4 and 4 definitely one of my favorites. I feel like every time stage 3 comes around, I barely even need to hear what the other options are. I normally go with 4 and 4 because it's either 8 gold in case you hit a 4 cost you really don't need, or it's the exact unit and exact 4 cost you need, right? Like you're trying to play Black Rose Dominators and it gives you the exact Elise or the Silco or the Mundo that you're looking for. If you're trying to play Fast 8, this is the perfect way to get one of the units that you need right before Stage 4, which can just massively impact your board strength Stage 4. So I think this one super valuable, and again, kind of like Component Anvil, this one's super cheap. But I think the reason that I have it higher than Component Anvil is because not only does it give you the 4 cost, it also gives you 4 gold. It can help give you the extra bit of gold you need to hit a 4 cost 2-star Stage 4, or to just make eco Stage 3.
I put it specifically in S tier. Again, thinking about the timing of when these assist armories are being sent. So right before you try to go for your 4 cost to stabilize your board, or to actually hit your board if you're fast 8. Sometimes you end up hitting with a 4 and 4, and if not, that's free 8 gold that gets sent your way to help you either get to the level so you can hit your carry, or to just fix your eco. Because sometimes because 3-5-3-6, you're trying to go for a level 7, so sometimes you might dip your eco trying to hit that level 7. So it's also just helps with econ. But I think unless I'm playing something specific where like I need an item, I'm short on like items or whatnot, I'm definitely going for that 4 and 4.
You know what? I think I've changed my tune a little bit. I think I'm okay with 4 and 4 being S tier, not only because of the points we've both made about why it's so great, and just also focusing on the fact that it's incredibly cheap. Like the amount of burden that you put on your partner to send you that is a lot lower than some of these options that we have left here. So I think the efficiency of it for both partners is incredibly high. So yeah, I'm totally fine with S tier for that one.
Yeah, and then also like if you are doing a fast 8 board and you happen to high roll one of your 4 cost with this 4 and 4, and then you get next stage your partner high rolls another 4 cost and is able to send you that 4 cost, like now you have your carrying like your tank.
Yeah, now you're trying to go crazy for sure.
Okay, so TG 3, 2, 1
C.
B. Honestly, so I put it.
Wait, I lied. I'm sorry. I definitely put it in B tier. I was looking at the wrong one.
Okay, so yeah, I put it B tier. Like unless I'm getting lucky gloves, I usually don't care for it. Even if I'm low on items, maybe that's because like I'm low elo. Like, like unless I have lucky gloves, I do not care for TG. Like, don't even mention it to me.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times, especially stage 3, when I'm getting right towards the point where I want a power level, and this stupid red glove shows up on my screen and it's like, hey, do you want to spend 10 gold, go under eco, and not hit level to give her 2 items that may not even work for her unit? Or do you want to send 4 and 4? And it's like, I never even read the option to send this stupid glove because it's too expensive, and at the same time, for the point of the game that we're at, a lot of times eco is worth it more so than the actual item advantage that you would get from TG. But TG could definitely be a good one, and probably raises to A tier if you do have lucky gloves and you're playing around lucky gloves value. Getting an extra TG, it's insane, but that's so situational. It's not worth raising it to A tier for me.
Yeah. Also, it's not worth 10 gold. Like,
yeah, it's
comparing
so expensive.
4 and 4 to TG, like, you're telling me I could have 2 4 costs plus 8 gold instead of a TG? Nah.
Yeah, 2 4 costs for the team are just like 4 items for the team that may be completely wrong. Like, I might have a tank Nami in my backline if I give it TG. It's just, it's so bad. Personally, I would say maybe if it was like 7 gold, I would look at it more, or 7 to 9 range. Even 9 feels too expensive, to be honest. I don't know, maybe if it was like 7 gold and Thieves Glove and like 2 or 3 gold, then I would raise it a little bit more. But yeah, not the biggest fan of this one.
Yeah, so we have 5 cost champion and 7 gold, or 5 and 7. 3, 2, 1. S. Of course. Like I had to put S. Like, if I'm gonna put 4 and 4 in S tier, I'm going to put 5 and 7 in S tier when it's getting sent. And it's stage 3. If you're lucky to find your 4 cost, you hit a 5 cost.
Yeah, truthfully, it's a lot of this is just self-explanatory with the fact that you can get either the perfect 5 cost or just like a really strong 5 cost. On top of that, you also get 7 gold, and yes, it costs 9 gold, which sucks. But you're giving your partner the opportunity to either send you the 5 costs that you need as soon as you hit stage 4, which is right when you would be able to send it, or they get the 5 costs that they need, or at the same time, it might not even be a 5 cost either of you need, but like, who is mad at a random chase getting thrown in? It's so helpful. The amount of money that you get from it, so cost efficient. Definitely have that in S tier for very obvious reasons.
Yeah, and then also the 7 gold helps you stabilize with your econ.
Yeah, it's definitely just an improved version of 4 and 4.
I put in high S tier because like it's definitely better than 4 and 4. So last one, 3, 2, 1.
B.
Oh my gosh! I didn't even look at my thing. I was staring at the screen.
Okay. Well,
but I put it in an A tier. I put it A tier.
Okay. I said B. Just because. So I put it at high B. The main issue that I have with Completed Item Anvil is it's just really expensive for stage 3. That's kind of my issue with Thieves Glove as well. 5 and 7, totally different because it gives you that extra 7 gold to kind of help your partner recoup the loss of gold as a team that you have from doing the artifact or the Assist Armory, and it could also send them the gold that they need to send you something the next turn. But Thieves Glove and Completed both just cost a ton of money. The only difference is Completed gives you the option to get perhaps the exact item you need. I did it high B for those reasons. I honestly would be open to, just because we don't have anything in A tier. I do think it can be a little bit more useful than Component Anvil if let's say you're playing scrap and you purposely want components but everything has a component on it or something like that, or you have what you need and you're just missing 1/3 item for your main tank or your main carry. This gives you the options rather than just one component that might just be the wrong one.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I think my thought process, like how it has been for all of this, is mainly because of the timing of when the Assist Armories are being done. You could possibly get either your first, your second, or your last item for your carry with a completed item anvil, or something for your tank, or something for your duo carry, and that could be the piece to the puzzle your board is missing to send you from having a 6 loss streak to going to winning out all stage 4.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm very much open to having this be in A tier / the top of B tier, or it can be the perfect end if you are very wealthy and your partner just needs an item. Alright, well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. We went through all of the items that we can expect from Assist Armories Stage 3 if this changes in the future, because Mortdog wants to make our lives more stressful and start introducing spats again. maybe we'll come back and adjust this tier list. But for now, with everything that we have, this set and the assist armories that we have constantly sent to each other, I wholeheartedly agree with the placements that we have so far, and I would love to know if anyone has any differing opinions. Truthfully, I think a lot of people can just agree that D is for dummy. Maybe if we got a free dummy stage 2, I wouldn't mind it, but this thing just, it's so useless, man. I hate this thing.
Thanks for watching.